Signal Hill, or Blackhead Point, Typhoon locally, is a small hill near the coast of Observatory. This hidden gem of sorts in the middle of the city used to be a cape on the coast of Observatory before land reclamation. The Signal Hill Tower, which gives the hill its name, is a short tower built over 100 years ago in 1907. The tower was built to house a time ball apparatus of the Hong Kong Observatory after being moved from the police barracks down the road. A time ball is an obsolete method of indicating the time. It consists of a large ball that is dropped at a certain time to allow navigators of ships to calibrate their marine clocks. Accurate timekeeping is essential to determine a ship's longitude at sea. Originally a 3-story red brick building, a 4th floor was added to the structure in 1927 to allow ships to see the time ball more easily. Because the 4th floor was added later, it has rounded windows, whereas the bottom floors have rectangular windows. The ball used to drop daily from 1908 till 1933, upon which it ceased to operate since the method had become obsolete, replaced by radio communication. The Urban Council restored the tower in the 1970s, and it is now a declared monument and designated a Grade 1 historic building. You can still climb up its narrow spiral staircase and view Observatory from its upper floors, just as mariners had once done 100 years ago. You can also see the time ball in the former Marine Police headquarters on Salisbury Road. Here's a picture of the tower before the 4th floor was added. That instrument on the right, that's actually how the Hong Kong Observatory used to display typhoon signals. Tropical cyclones have always been a problem in Hong Kong, and a warning system was put in place as early as 1884 by means of firing a typhoon gun in front of the police barracks at Observatory. The gun was then replaced by quote-unquote typhoon bombs as they had more impact. In 1917, this system was replaced by a set of comprehensive symbols that were hung up on a metal frame in the photo from before, numbered 1 to 7. 1 was standby, indicating a storm was yet to approach. 2 to 5 were gale force winds with cardinal directions. 6 was increasing gale, and 7 was hurricane force winds. This is actually the reason why the words hoisted and lowered are used when referring to typhoon signals even now, as a Typhoon 8 signal, for example, used to be hoisted up the typhoon mast. The system was then modified. New 2 and 3 signals were added for strong winds, and signal 4 was used for typhoons that would not affect Hong Kong. Signals 2 to 5 were renumbered 5 to 8, and 6 and 7 to 9 and 10. Then we arrived at our current system. Signal 1 remained unchanged, but 2 and 3 were merged into just 3. 4 was removed, and signals 5 to 8 were merged into just 8 with adjacent arrows indicating direction. 9 and 10 remained as they were. That's why there's such a big gap between signal 3 and 8, and why there isn't a signal 2. It's also why signal 3 has an upside down T, 9 arrows, and 10 across. The building that used to hold the symbols to be raised now has been converted into a public toilet for the park. The last time that a symbol like this would be raised would be in 2002 in the Chung Chau Meteorological Station. If you want to visit Signal Hill yourself, it is only a short walk from Tsim Sha Tsui and East Tsim Sha Tsui MTR stations on the Tsuen Wan and West Rail lines. Google Maps directions will be in the description. Please note that you can only go inside the signal tower and see the view from 9 AM to 11 AM and 4 PM to 6 PM daily, outside of which it is closed.